What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to Universe Mode in WWE 2K18. Today, we have a rivalry renewed. It is the phenomenal AJ Styles versus the man who beat AJ Styles 3 times back in 2016, the Big Hog, James Ellsworth. But the first match on the card, we have Breezango and the New Day, and your winner is the New Day. Anyway, let's go one-on-one with the man who would like to be introduced as the face who runs the place. And SmackDown Live being the house that AJ Styles built. And it is Wednesday, which means A, welcome to Wednesday, and B, I have some thoughts on SmackDown, the land of opportunity, as they say. Last night was the introduction of the top 10 list, and I think that even in kayfabe, that top 10 list makes no sense. Because when they introduced it, it was, alright, it's going to help gauge in future opportunities, right? But number 1 and number 2 were AJ and Charlotte. What opportunities do they need? They're already the champion. That, like, in kayfabe, who would vote for them? Who among the superstars would vote for them? That makes no sense. Now, I would say overall, the concept, I would imagine, is designed to have folks get salty they aren't on the list and start a feud that way. I understand that. That's okay. But conceptually, having them vote and then they vote in AJ and Charlotte as like number 1 and number 2, it's like, but why? What opportunities could they possibly need when they're already at the top of the freaking mountain? Anyway, AJ gets to enter here, but no, the Big Hog not letting him do it. Not letting him get that full, phenomenal entrance. Oh, good God almighty. I haven't forgotten, AJ. Haven't forgotten when you almost broke my freaking neck. Because I don't know how to bump for a frickin' Styles Clash. Anyway, be that as it may. Speaking of the land opportunity, though, Rusev and Rusev Day. And man, that crowd loves, like, even when you're not in a smart city like Philly, and that crowd was still going nuts for Rusev Day. They were still chanting for Rusev Day. They were still loving it. And they're still having him presented as a heel because Aiden English still making fun of the audience. And I'm like, but should they be heels anymore? Like, that match was a great opportunity for a double turn. Turn Rusev face, turn Rude heel, because Rude works better as a heel, and Rusev deserves this face turn. But no, instead it got even more mystifyingly confusing in your land of opportunity in the fact that, in that Randy Orton came in and ruined the party. And I kind of don't understand why. He came in with the excellently shot, like, the videography on that RKO while he was doing the glorious thing was awesome. And then gave one to Aiden, and then gave one to Rusev, just for good measure. Just because he's Randy Orton, he can't be controlled, etc., etc. Alright, sure, fine. But does that put Randy in contention for that title for Rude? Or is he just being Randy Orton? Like, that part to me was not super clear. And I don't know. We'll see where things go towards WrestleMania. It could be a multi-man schmaz in a ladder match or something at Mania for that title. Teardrop suplex from the excellent James Ellsworth. Anyway, so yeah, there was no double turn, which was annoying. And AJ avoiding and attempting to take on the Big Hog and get a victory over James Ellsworth. We'll see. We'll see about that. Boom. Elsewhere on SmackDown, though, after my criticisms on their very amateur hour text overlay business, they made it better this week. It had, alright, you don't need a complete black backdrop on those stupid text things that pop up during your promos. All you need is to have an outline around the edge of the text, and it'll pop out just nicely. I would even say, hey, how about a drop shadow? You know, there are ways to do text on TV that don't look completely and totally amateur hour. They're getting better. So, kudos to the intern doing that dumb work, because the stuff on Raw looks so much better. So much better. Anyway, your main event was Zayn and Owens. And man, remember Battleground like a couple of years back? When they were like, hey, this is the final time you're ever going to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fight. The final time. And how many times ago was that since they've fought since then? Kind of a bunch. Kind of a bunch. So, I don't know. I don't know with that stuff. It's like, alright, sure. And then the finish, basically, now it's going to be triple threat at Fastlane. Now, if you recall the original rumor for Fastlane, Ushigoroshi. The original rumor for Fastlane was a fatal 5-way. With obviously, now that Nakamura has won the Rumble, that's kind of out of the question for that thing. I mean, you could put in somebody else. You could. But again, your booking here for main event is just still baffling. They're going somewhere with Daniel Bryan, I have to imagine, or Shane, or whatever direction they're going in. It's not super clear, and it's just kind of like either pull the trigger on whatever this story is or don't. Stop just repeating the same plot points kind of over and over again with no real resolution is my issue with that bit of business. Missed the phenomenal forearm. He missed it. No. Chin. Muse. Oh! Catch as catch can. Just counter after counter. Big match. James. Going for that comeback. Going for that comeback. Haha. Get ready, AJ. Get ready to feel the wrath of the Hogbuster. Hogbuster. That's right. That's right. You managed to avoid one. You managed to avoid one, but you won't avoid it. Well, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Mr. Styles. Maybe you will. Styles Clash. No, don't. Alright. I thought maybe. Instead of powerbomb, really? I guess he wants that phenomenal forearm really badly. He wants it really badly. He's like, get up. We're doing this, James. We're doing this. Gonna get forearmed into. I can't see the prompt! I couldn't. Referee's ass in the way. That was not cool. That was not cool, referee. Positioning. Positioning. I still have resiliency, so I'm just gonna use that. And I still have a signature. I'm just gonna use that. Yeah, so as of right now, for Fastlane, which is kind of like, you know, the thing before Mania, no, not cool, I don't like this, not a fan, is going to be a triple threat match. Oh, I was going to connect with, the WME. I was going to. It was going to happen. Yeah, AJ, jump. Jump, see what happens. Speaking of next, though. Speaking of next. Your Jason Jordan neck update of the day. He had surgery. Now, it was minimally invasive surgery to relieve pressure from some kind of a disc pinch something. So hopefully he won't be out for too long. But they have no brainbuster. They have no timeline on his return. So that's kind of not great. Running into, you know, WrestleMania and such. You know what? You know what? AJ, you know what? We're going there. We're going there. What's this? The Big Hog. The Styles Clash. Boom. Hits him. I didn't have a pin combo there, so I couldn't do it. Probably no pin combo, but still, he's going to beat him with his own move. Can he do it? He did. He did. James Ellsworth beats AJ Styles with that Styles Clash. But that still begs the question, who will be challenging for that U.S. title at the next pay-per-view? You know what, AJ? I think I am finished with you. So, not even going to break out. Not even worth my time. I've proven. Beat you 3 times, and then beat you again. That's 4. Elsewhere on SmackDown, Carmella beats Becky. Big E beats the Kool-Aid Man. Randy Orton beats Rusev, because of course he does. Perhaps it was 9 seconds. Mojo beats Rezar. And that was your main event? That was your main event. Okay. Let's move on to Backlash? Yes, Backlash is the pay-per-view. And you would imagine, being champion, the Big Hog should be defending the Big Belt. Currently not in a rivalry, so this could be very curious. We got Ruby Riott. We've got, Luke Harper in a no-holds-barred match. That could be cool. We have Breezango versus The New Day again. We have the Funk and Punk Connection and the Usos. we have the rivalry with Big E and the Kool-Aid Man. Your tag team titles, the Hype Bros and the Authors, and your main event, Fatal 4-Way, John Cena, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and AJ Styles. If AJ couldn't beat Ellsworth, what hope does he have to win that match? Okay, what do we have? Carmella, Ruby Riott, and something, and then Harper and Ellsworth. The following is a United States Championship match. Introducing first, the challenger, as it should be. From the depths of wherever the hell he comes from, one half of the Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah, yeah, yeah! It's Luke Harper, doing his bow and arrow type deal. But also, I can come in with a solid steel chair. Never discount the Ellsworth. He's not messing around. Anyway, elsewhere in the news, The Miz has signed a 4-year deal. Apparently, WWE wanted him to go for more, and he wanted, less or something? Or that was the agreed upon number of years for The Miz, so we're going to be seeing a lot more of The Miz. As we've seen plenty, but he's doing pretty good, so no complaints as long as Miz keeps being, as they say, awesome. So, good for him. Good for him. Get that money, Miz. Get that money. Apparently the Raw jobber who jobbed to Miss Nia Jax on Raw this Monday was only 17 years old. How did that get past their rigorous screening of jobbers? How in the hell does that happen? Look, I know Matt and Jeff Hardy were 16 when they were jobbing out to Razor Ramon and Yokozuna. I get it. But that was 30 years ago. So how does that happen now in the age of social media and all that? How does that even get past the sniff test? You don't want, we're obviously in a PG era, right? So you're not going to have another mass transit incident. I get it. But still, somebody should be getting a definite talking to for managing to botch that bit of business. Seriously, how do you screw that up? I don't know. But also, eat bat, Harper. Stinger! There was some rumors of a Latin American tournament, which were then promptly shot down by Regal saying, no, we currently don't have anything planned at this time or booked for a Latin American tournament. Now, saying you don't have anything planned at this time is not a no. It's just there isn't anything planned at this time, which means things aren't signed on the dotted line just yet. So, we'll see. It could happen. Anyway, the match finally gets in the ring here, and Harper just mad. I'm just been getting worked over with a friggin' bat. But I mean, come on, it's Luke Harper. He's a big, tough dude, and I'm just little old James Ellsworth, the U.S. champion. Anyway. Oh, come on. Stop missing the no! Not to the floor, or not to the... That's the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Good God Almighty. Have a backbreaker. And then finally, as a small follow-up here to an ongoing news story that I was more or less discussing, in that the 2K stuff on the official 2K forums I had done a video on the other day, and that they're still locked. That official thread is still locked, right? And not only is it locked, anyone making other threads asking about it are getting locked too. So there was a new one of those this morning, being asked, all right, well, what's the deal? It's been over a week. Why is it still locked? And the response was, oh, we're still waiting to find out other ways to contact 2K to be able to voice your concerns with that particular product, which is not really an answer, to be honest. But also, the general toxicity in that thread was too high. It was not constructive criticism, according to 2K or their moderator of that forum, right? Not constructive criticism. Now, I had a reasonably decent analogy for this on Twitter this morning. Busted open. Which is as follows. Sledgehammer. If a car company sold you a car, and they were like, all of the gears in this car work, first through sixth, etc., etc. Alright, cool. Then you buy the car, you get it off the lot, you're going home, And then only first gear works, and it kind of works, but not all the way. And the rest of the gears just kind of don't work as intended. Discus clothesline. Can Harper do it here? Resiliency. That would be illegal. Like, there are lemon laws against cars like that. You can't not have the car have all the gears be functioning when you buy it. Meanwhile, 2K on the Switch, guess what? Matches where you play one-on-one kind of work. Rest of the matches, no. They're garbage. They're molasses. They're slow and basically unplayable. But is that illegal? No. And the fact that 2K is continuing to shut down anyone trying to say otherwise, and they only shut things down once talk went into refunds and accountability. Otherwise, they were fine. They were fine with folks getting mad about it, right? They were fine with people saying, "Oh, it's broken, it's garbage." But as soon as they were like, "I want a refund," they were like, "No, can't do that, can't have that." So yeah, it's very, very clear the way that 2K is behaving with this bit of business. And Ellsworth here might not be champion much longer. Roll out! Roll! Oh my god, I was trying to roll out. Very, very hard there. Very, very hard there. Not my... no. No! No! This was a match I should be able to win because it's a freaking... It's no holds barred. Like, why can I not win this match? Since when? Since when, Harper? He's like, nope. Shouldn't have done that. Just a boy. Oh, God. Here we go. This might be it. The end of the reign of Ellsworth. Don't pin me. Oh, here we go. Nope, not happening. And Harper, your new U.S. champion, the shortest reign ever for James Ellsworth. That was sad. That was sad. But that is the way the cookie crumbles here on the show. There's no redos. There's no retakes. There's none of that. Your new champion, Luke Harper. And he is psyched. He's like, I did it. I did it. Yeah. Okay. Well, so much for the hog that runs the bog. Not happening, because Luke Harper, new U.S. champion. Breezango beats The New Day. The Funk and Punk Connection defeat the Usos. Big E defeats the Kool-Aid Man. And Ryder and Mojo beat Authors of Pain. And John Cena wins. Because of course he does. Cena wins. LOL. Anyway, that wraps up things for this fine Wednesday. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. See you next time. Right here on this channel. In a moat.